There we are. Jeez. Man. And first one, what's up, Christina? Oh my gosh, how you doing? Man, freaking come in here and somebody turned off all the electric must have went out last night for a minute or something. Like shut off my camera, shut off my freaking lights, shut off my monitors. This monitor's off. Like how does that even happen? I don't even get it. Like it's freaking crazy. Good afternoon, Eric. What's up, buddy? I'm getting back to all the one-on-ones big time today. Don't worry, my son's computer, he got a virus and he lost his Telegram account, and we were trying to fix his computer for like 4 hours, 5 hours last night. So getting back to that, and that will be good. Hopefully. Let's see. We were wondering what you were doing. Oh yeah, how are you? Let's see. Good morning. What's up, Carla? How you doing, buddy? Or not buddy. I was looking at Patrick when I said buddy. Christina, yeah, it's just been nuts. I've been running around with my head cut off trying to get this up. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, yeah, yeah, let's go on Telegram. All right, hey, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually, let me share this out to grab my coffee. Plan on killing it today, as always. Paul Shank, what's up, man? Paul, two Pauls in a row. Whoa, two Pauls make a right, and maybe I don't know. Let's see. I can't even get my background LED working. It's crazy. Stopped working. Um, You're in a 1 to 21. My son's in a 1 to 21 right now. What on a buy then? You want to show it? Here, let me.
Oh, 800. It was $30.
He risked $30 and got a 1 to 21. That's crazy. Oh, that's the problem. I'm using the wrong freaking background here. All right, 1 second. There. All right, let's readjust again, Bob. Does this go down? A little bit better.
Just exit.
You exit it. There we go. Yeah, he got my son's up 1 to 21 on this buy. Beautiful. He risked $30.
Well, it was supposed to be a maintenance trade because my payout's coming, and I ended up making eight
Oh,
hundred dollars.
he's got a payout coming, so he's doing a maintenance trade. So he's like, yeah, I might as well take this for $30. And what was it? Oh wow.
That's messed up.
Yeah, let's see.
I was supposed to lose.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. What size stop was that?
Check.
Cool.
19.
19 point. Wow. Good morning. What's up? Here, I'll be right back, guys. Got to run and get my coffee. Radio cashier. What? All right, now we can think. Good afternoon, Vicky. Good to see ya. All right, let's get the show rolling here. Right, let's look at the hour blocks. I took a GJ trade, by the way, last night. Should have held longer. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Got in. Where was it? It was like 2 in the morning. I got in like right here. I'm like, it'll go up to this block. Sure enough, look at that. Shot straight up. Who all trades forex still? It's nice to take some trades here and there. It's getting. Oh, by the way, look at that. If we would have held yesterday's trade, look at that. 1 to 53. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but dang. That's crazy. I wish I could get my monitor to work over here. I'm going to try one more time. There it goes. Oh, well, I'll just go without it today. All right, here we go. Flat flip on 1 p.m. OPN, 1 from nothing. Whoa. Still on Forex. Beautiful. Yeah, I paused to focus on 101, but I started with Forex. Beautiful. Yeah, I have my Forex trades going like in the background at all times. Like there's barely a time that I'm not like trading some kind of Forex trade. All right, I'm gonna mark these up. So we have the 1 hour block up here. I mean, there's nothing really happening, so I'm just kind of getting stuff ready for the day. White and let's see. Where's the next price? You got all these fair value gaps. Sure, yeah, we could take them off fair value gaps. I might actually because it seems to be getting some kind of rejection here. I might take some stabs at it. Sometimes I prefer instead to kind of go to like the 15-minute and see if there's like a block there to kind of react off of versus a fair value gap. Like as much as I love fair value gaps, they're not like end all be all. You know what I mean? There's a block right up here on the 15. No, it's not even a block because it goes lower than there. So, but they can work. They can work, and they work a lot. So Here's the 1 hour block. Here's the trade that we could have taken. I'm gonna get rid of that now. Make sure I got this cleaned up down here. I don't. Okay, so let's grab this 1 hour block. It's all about simplifying, guys. About not taking a million trades and not having to. And this is part of it. This is part of what I do. This is my system. This is what I do. So let's see. Right. How's everybody doing? You been doing good? How's your trading been? Have you been getting payouts? Have you been? You could also take a cloud flip out of a fair value gap. Yesterday on the members only, we hit a 8.5. Who hit that? It's pretty cool. You got to be careful of these cloud flips, though. We could take this. It's going to be a little bit rough. We could take it, though. I might just take one little stab at it. Although, I mean, we're at this right here. If this gets below here, I'll take it. We put the trade up. I'll risk 300 bucks on that. Let's screw it. If it closes below here. I don't got to flip yet. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit more proof. So these are those little caveats, Mark. Like if it goes back down here and closes, I'll get in. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Risky trade. Oh, gotta sell. Ah, shoot. Yeah. It's probably not going to make it happen. It might just mess around up here for a while longer, but I'm just going to go for it just in case it hits. And this is the 10-pointer. What am I doing? There it are. Very risky if you don't don't get in this if you're not willing to lose. Like this is 300 bucks on 150K. But if I'm right, this right here would be $2,400, risking 300. So I could essentially lose 7 in a row and still be profitable, right? But it was acting like it might want to drop here, so we'll see. But you saw, I think, what did I risk? Like 0.25 or something? I don't even know. Something really low. Looking good so far. That'd be crazy if we just hit on number one. I mean, I don't expect to, but dang, 1.135. That was pretty good start. If it's going against me, I wait until it closes solid before the signal bar. Nice. We need to see it get below here, fam. We need to see it get below. That's not a good sign right here. What the heck is my... All right, I like that. Come on, push off. Nice, Eddie. Thank you. Someone out there right now is trying to rush their prop firm to finish it, and you just need a little bit more. Just wait for the best setup or use small risk right now. I'm just telling you straight up. What's up, Papalando? There we go. See, where's 1.2 at? Put an alert. 0.3. I just realized something. I've been paying for two $30 monthly Google Premium accounts, and I don't need to do that. Stupid. Let's see. Might as well be doing that while I'm in a trade, right? Took 675 there. Nice, Patrick. Good job, buddy. I'm going to hold because I want to see this liquidity taken. I could lose and I'd be totally fine, you know. So if you want to take profits, by all means, that's how you want to trade. That's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I want to I really like taking higher rewards because if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it's just a different way of looking at it. Because if I'm right, this can come all the way down to here. This would be a 1 to almost 20, right? Nice, Patrick. Good job. Get it, buddy. Slow and steady. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. What size account? There we go. So technically, all I could actually win today on this particular account. I took profit on my funded, by the way, and that was a quick $7,500 profit between 5 accounts. I'm done with those accounts for the day, probably, unless I see something else. The only way I'd take another trade on funded is if it came all the way down here, right? I just took a little stab at that sucker. All right, we wicked that, so you got to be kind of careful. Because of that, I'm going to set the break even. All right. So I'm going to risk-free trade, sitting at a 1 to 3 already. If we go for this low, it'd be a 1 to 6, and that would be 6 times, I think it was 350, 1,800. So I need like a 12 to max this account out today. Something like that. Something right there. Yep. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. Are you profiting? Like what are you you know, you doing good? Ah, it's a nice rejection there. I think it wants to take this though. We'll see. Doesn't matter to me either way. Like I'll take another stab at it. I don't really trade ES personally, no. I might use ES to look for SMTs here and there, but not even really. Like I could go check ES real quick and see is it pushing down to. I'd like to see ES down here. Let me show you. Got there wasn't an SMT. So sometimes I'll use it, but I don't really like, you know, I just like my NQ. It pays for all of my bills. Up 1200 on the way up. Let's go. That's myself something. Which could to count. I do that to me. Melt. While I'm in this trade, let me answer a few of my questions on here. Let's see. We got, did I sleep at least 7 hours? Yes. Am I feeling healthy and focused? Yes. Is my mind free of outside stressors? Have I reviewed my trading plan for the day? Do I accept I could lose in my next trade? Am I trading to trade, not for boredom or excitement? Is the market environment suitable for my strategy? Cool. So my status is green. Let's see what my market pulse says. It loads up. Dang, it's taking so long. I don't have any in the back. All right. There it goes. Let's look what this is doing. I did that. So it says bullish consolidation, bias bullish next few hours, bullish, and I do agree with that, but I think temporarily we're dropping, and this is probably going to change right here. That I got to fix. Why does that keep happening? Jeez. Anyways, it's that too. So all right, I just wanted to put this trade in. Uh, Pulse X cloud flip out of 1 hour FVG. And notes took on live. I'll take a screenshot when I'm done. When I'm done, I'm going to take a screenshot. This is driving me crazy. I got to fix that immediately. What the heck, bro? Let's just started doing that. I'll leave a voice note when I'm done and it'll transcribe it, and then I could use AI to look at all of it. But did it hit a 1 hour block? I'll say yes. Did it drop there? This is a different strategy. So I need to have a drop box that has different strategies of mine. But we'll just mark that up. So that makes it A plus for me. Once I'm done, I'll put my P&L. I'll save it. Good stuff. I'll be releasing it this week. It's gonna be freaking crazy, dude. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yep, big news in 30. 3 wins this morning and up a little on this one. Beautiful. Up 1,200 and way down. Up. Please can you give me 100. You can give me $100, please. You could have took this trade and made $100. Oh, that's not good. Maybe should have took it for this big block. Let me look at the 5-minute here. I don't like that. We have this big old fat 5-minute block right here, but I'm going to hold it anyways for now. 5-minute block. We really need to see it close under this. If we get a close under this, we should be good, but we're not seeing it yet. I have not any money to take any trade. I don't know, man. You should go. I don't know. Go get some money, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. All right, drop. Yes, what gaming? Cool. Move. Donate plasma, yeah. Don't love it. Probably going to break even now because it did not close under this block. It just liquidated. So a lot of times what happens in this scenario, it's going to come up and liquidate that and start chopping. So if it doesn't drop now, I don't think it's going to right now anyways. Might be one of them days. Might wait till the news, you know. Who's watching or who's trading? Be honest. You just watching today or you trading? Yeah, I highly doubt it's not going to push up right now. Let me see here. Needed to get below here. But we're bouncing out of this 5-minute block. You know what? For the sake of this, I'm going to move this fair value gap up of the unmitigated part of it. Just to clean it up a little. Waiting for stronger confirmation. So DCA buy. I'm not buying. No, I'm selling. Watching. I missed morning setup and have not caught up. I'm kind of staying out. Beautiful mark. I'm out at 1-to-1. Awesome, man. I'll just take another stab at it. You know, it's kind of crazy because we got all the way, what was it, a 1 to 3.5. It's just not big enough for me with that size of risk. It's just not worth it. Like I wouldn't even notice. See, I wouldn't notice that amount if I lost it, and I wouldn't notice that amount if I won it on this size account. So that's kind of like how you could judge the risk that you're going to do on these. If you're going to go for like the bigger, longer ones, is like risk amount that you wouldn't even care if you lost it, and you wouldn't care if you won it in this area. It would have to be down here to be like, okay, I got to get out. That's the secret, really, to holding these. Bro, hey, look, I got to boot you, buddy. Well, at least time out. I'll time you out. I can't have, dude, come on. Stop. It's weird. Traded this morning on FX, caught the initial move earlier this morning, just watching now. Scalping back and forth. Watching, waiting for stronger confirmation. Put an alert here so I don't miss potential re-entries. I still want to sell, but it might come all the way up here, wick this, take more of this, and then sell, you know. So I don't want to like freaking do that. Who's on a funded account today and who's on an eval? Like who's trading like prop firm capital? There we go. Come on, baby. This is why you don't let go. Patrick, what's up? Eval is in self-funded. Chelsea, oh, Chelsea, I'm trading on a funded. What's up, Chelsea? Good to see you. Chelsea's trading on a funded. That's so cool. We love the McCoys. Traded both this morning. I'm on evals, eval funded, evals funded, cash. Ooh, cash, Mr. Norby. You should have gave that guy $100. I'm just kidding. Funded, eval. Beautiful. Scalping back and forth. Funded for his lady. There's a lot of funded in here. That's great. I see we don't mess around. Beautiful. You guys have a green day so far, or are you red? Hit 1 to 3.8. Here's a 4. Ooh. 5. Don't FOMO, Patrick. I don't know if you would or not. I just first name popped in my head. FOMO no mo. FOMO no mo. Green, green, all green. His lady, yes. Steve Norby, green. Green. I like that. I like that. Guys, help me think of. I need a name for. Gosh, I don't want to reveal everything. Okay, it's like. Think. All right, we hit a 6.4. Dang. Green, 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 green. Nobody's red. Dang. So, all right, this will be fun. How many trades have you taken today? This is my first one. I'm at a 1 to 7. How many trades have you taken today? Everything in me wants to pull right now, actually, but I'll just hold for now. 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 1. See, now I see $2,000. I'm like, okay, maybe that's good, you know? But it could drop. 25,000 is mitigating the 1 hour block, Bob. I see this fair value gap, you know? Like, it's not even hitting a high. There's no reason to actually drop. We have 5-minute block. It could mess around on that. We have another 5-minute block. All right, I'm grabbing profits, 1,600. It might wick this, pull back, I'll re-enter. Okay, cool. It's all good. Grab 1,500 out of that. Who all profited? Let's get a roll call out of that sucker. We just owned that. We just owned it with a 10-point stop. Let's get it, boys and girls. 10, including Asian. Beautiful. I need to quit. Maybe you should quit then. You hear that voice? Quit. Or switch accounts. Or hit a demo. Oh, I don't do demos. But just do something, you know? Like, all right, I'm going to look up here now that we weakened the low. Let's see if we can get a pullback and maybe get another entry out of this. Now, don't forget, people quickly forget. People real quickly forget that they just won a big trade and then they lose a trade. Like, this is what I want you to realize. You just won a really big trade, multiple R, and then if you lose the next trade, you freak out and blow your account. How many people have done that? It's all psychological. Yeah, we were up in a 1 hour fair value gap, which was like right around here. And this one in particular was a cloud flip. So I took the cloud flip with 10-point stop on 1 minute. Boom. This is with the indicator pulse X premium. So I drew up a liquidity line right here. And this came down. I said, if it comes down below this liquidity line and this cloud flipped, I'm taking it. And I took it. That's all. So the only way I'll take this again is if this comes up here and it gives me some kind of reason to get in. Okay. I don't care if it dumps from this point. I grabbed 1,500. I made 7,500 on my funded. Takes more than one loss to snap off. Well, I mean, you could lose 10 in 1 minute if you click, right? Absolutely, Eric. You CF'd at the dot, that dot? CF'd. What does CF mean? I'm sorry. I can't think right now. I need more coffee. This coffee barely worked. I'm just telling you. Cloud flip. Jeez. I should know that, right? You would think. Awesome. Good to have you, Paul. Stick around, buddy. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Like the video. Don't just tap it. I mean, you can tap too, but like the video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Go live every day at 1 p.m. Right around there. I had some technical difficulties again today. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. Then I go live on my members only, which is free right now. I'm doing a 7-day trial to see how many people will join doing it that way. And that way it gives me a way to prove it to you. So here's a question. Who's on their first month trading futures? I'm just curious. Like, who's like legit first month, brand new? Probably going to get in a forex trade to the upside with a huge stop. That's what I'll do. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. Not a financial advisor. Don't listen to anything I say there. Brand new. Okay. That's really good to see. All right. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the craziness. So Rich Shives, you are awesome, man. There's only one new person this month. That's wild. Who's been doing this for over a year? Put a 2 in the box. Put a 2 in the box. You've been trading for over a year. Futures. That's GJ. I gotta close that. Close and Q. Bye. Let me go higher than that. That's crazy. Oh wow. All right, I'll just keep it there then. There we go. All right. I'm for buys overall, so I got in my. Just so you know how I trade my forex a lot of times, I'm in buys overall, and I'll probably hold till it gets up into this area with buys. You know, if I'm wrong, I could probably enter one position here, get out, break even here. Same concept. Didn't hit our area that I was interested in. I gotta make that red. It's a red sell block right here. I'll wait till you get to decades. Oh wow, there's a lot of people a year. Steve Norby a year, Eddie Arians, Video Pro, Paul Shank, his lady, Tim Abshire. What's up, Tim? Did you get that payout? I think you got a payout. Krishna, what's up? Kevin O, the Theodore. I said the adore. Theodore, this gold house. Patrick, I think that means a year. Life improvements today. I wish TPT didn't have the 50% rule. I see that this hammering down. It's just 2 days. You know, well, I'd look at it as 2 days. Like you hit 4,700 times 2, and you could pass your account, but then you just hit small counts, small trades. It's not a big deal. You just transferred it to your bank account. Congrats, Timmy. How much was it again? If you don't mind sharing. Hope it goes up one last time, giving me another entry. If not, it's probably going to bounce here to here. I just want to wait for the best trade possible for me. I mean, we already did great. I could only make 3,000 more on this account basically today. Where am I at here? Oh, I got to update the thing, which I should be fixed by now. We're dropping some more. Got to update my trade. Dang, our original trade was amazing. What was our original trade, guys? Oh my gosh, where are we at? We're already at 1 to 10 on the original. Who held it? Mark. I didn't have to look. Let's see. Mark Kennard. So you could have Cloudflip a structure break. If you answered, I missed the answer. Yeah, I Cloudflipped at the 1 hour fair value gap. Tim Abshar, $1,804. Beautiful, bro. I have to run for the day. I'll be back next week. Thank you, and see everyone later. Good job, Tim. See you later, bud. I held two. Great. Fantastic. I'm going to wait for the pullback, then look for entry. So I think it will come all the way to this block. Let's look on 5. Might have another. I still want to take it from this area if it could pull up. I haven't done Bullinox for a while, to be honest. I still have them, and I don't trade them as much because of the. Forget why. Like, well, I have TPTs and stuff, so I'm mainly focusing on them. And there's only so much time in the day, and I know I could copy trade and do that kind of stuff, but it's like every time I copy trade, I'm gonna be honest, like it never ends up good when I copy trade to multiple different platforms at once. Still think it'll drop some more. So I've taken one trade today, and it ended up being, I don't know, what was it? I ended up getting, it was like a 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. I could literally lose 4 more today, and I'm fine. News in 4 minutes? Awesome. Get me in. Let me ask you, do you feel calm right now or tense? You don't really have to answer, but, you know, if you're like calm, if you're calm, cool, chill out, hang out. Don't keep taking trades. If you're tense, you're having a crazy day or you have to make this work, you probably should get up and take a walk, you know. Get off the charts for the rest of the day. Hang out with the kids, do something like that. Get it to pull up to here. I mean, this technically is a 5 minute block, I guess. It's just a really weak, crappy one. I guess it can come off this. Let me look for an entry here. I would have to do something like this. FEG 1 minute. Because if news is going to happen in 3 minutes, got to be careful. But the news could use it to rip up or down. So I could attempt this to go down to this next block, no problem. I don't think it's going to go much farther. I think it's going to shoot up during news, but it might drop first. So if it drops below this, cool, I'll enter. It would be right there. 33 point stop. Again, I'd just use a small risk. I'm not willing to risk a lot. I'll just leave the remainder that wasn't mitigated yet right here. Also just hit VWAP. Oh, good call on that. Well, my VWAP's down here. What's your goal this month, guys? Are you coming close? You gonna hit it? 230 today. One minute. This is going to be a quick move. You freaking get up there, jeez. If it goes down, now we need a plan for if it goes up. Okay, so we'll have like an emergency move for news if you want to take this. By the way, check your stuff. It'd be a bigger stop. It'd be like 90 something points, right? Here we go. You might not even be able to get in. I'm just telling you straight up. It might push it too fast. Let me get a Solomon. Let me get a 95 point stop ready. This is news, remember? So don't be a hero. Let's do 500 total. Let's do 600. 3 micro. So I'll do 3 micro if it busts up here. Where was that? Right here. That's what I'm doing. Not telling you what you do. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's see. Not my fault if you lose. I stop 3 point for me. Buy. Comes up there. If it comes down here, I'm gonna sell. Don't want to miss the rocket. Well, I got to put that other trade in. Oop. Not a lot of action going for For being a news event, right? Kind of tells me it wants to push up. Probably gonna be one of the big, giant, massive rockets. This building's running out of room here. So if you're tuning in just now, we hit a. Some people grabbed the full 1 to 9. I grabbed a 1 to 4.5, 1 to 5 out of that first trade of the day. We might be pushing up now. I'm going to take a bigger stop. Let me see if this. Yeah, I just don't like that block there because it's so weak. So I'm going to take this one if it takes it, and if it shoots up, this is the kind that could shoot up to the moon if it plays out how I think it can. So I'm overall buy bias. I was taking temporary sells. I still think it could drop some, and we're going to take the sell here if it does hit, or I am. Just realize it's harder to see over there, huh? It really wants to push, but we'll see. This is such a counter trend trade if we take this right now. Like, it's a temporary sell off, but I really want to buy. I'll be honest with you. I hope it just doesn't mess with me. This freaking does what it wants to do real quick. Going. So I'm going to set this up now. I want to journal that last trade that I took. So I just, let's see, strategy, cloud, I just set up the questions. Did I hit 1 hour order block? Yes. Did I drop down to 1 minute, wait for cloud flip? Did you wait for the second candle to close away from the pivot point? Did you use a 10-point stop? Yes. And Pulse X trade out of FVG. And I profited. It was like 1,500. Well, I could actually probably look. Doesn't tell me today's, does it? Wait, does it tell me? 16, 16, 12.50. Cool. 16, 12.50. Let's look at entry price was at 25,082. Exit price was roughly, it's down here, I think. It was coming back up. I'll just call it 25,031. I took a screenshot of that. She might want to push. Now I'm going to leave a voice note. All right, so I waited for a 1 hour fair value gap to hit, and then the 1 minute cloud flip flipped, and I waited for a liquidity line underneath of that to basically start wicking under. At least it looked like it was going to close under. Took it from like the fourth candle close away from the pivot, took it down with a 10-point stop, and ended up getting like a 1 to 5 ish or 1,612 profit. I did close out because we're in a 5-minute block, and then right after that, it tanked to a 1 to 10. I'll be launching it this week, buddy. Look at that. Boom. FVG, Pulse, let's see, Cloud Flip, add a trade journal. So now, let's see where we're at here. Still waiting. So it just gave me a trade review. So exceptional execution. This was a high conviction trade. We're successfully stacked multiple time frames, 1 hour fair value gap. Cloud flip, capture massive move. What went well? Confluence, great nesting, low time frame trigger. Inside high time frame, higher time frame fair value gap. Risk management. Exit logic, you close at a 5-minute block, but the move had momentum to 10R. Consider runner strategy, closing 80% at your target, letting the rest trail those tanking extensions. For 30 plus R trade, your notes should be detailed. That's wrong. All right. And then I go to, where's the calendar? Still waiting here. Ooh, might actually happen now. Let me relook at this. I forget what I had it at. Yep, that's it. All right, so this was today. This is the calendar right here. And then you could do a daily trade journal about your overall. You could listen to your audio anytime. Here's your thing there, and you can click the link to see your actual trade setup. And then mentor mode, if you do this inside the journal, I can leave feedback, or whoever's your mentor can leave feedback underneath here. And then the cool thing is we can go to search, and you could say from date range. I could say only with voice notes, A plus setups, B setups, C setups, like that. I'll just do voice notes for the sake of this. This needs to be based off per account. And just realized that because I just fixed that. But here's the general, you could analyze whatever you search, and it's going to give you what's working, what's not working, key recommendations based off date range, screenshots, all that stuff. Pretty cool. And this is just a tiny portion of this program. Oh my gosh. It's gonna blow your mind. I think. I think. Like I'm actually using it myself because all right. So how many times have you strategy hopped and you kind of change things up mid-month because you think something's not working? And then it would be nice to be able to be like, what did I do wrong? What did I change? You could literally go in there and be like, okay, from this date range to this date range, what happened? And it'll tell you. Ready. Remember, I still think it's very bullish overall, but I will take a small risk sell if it comes down. Maybe I might tank down all the way here to fill all this. And sell. Small risk. So we got this left of a 5-minute FEG. I don't love this. I'm very bullish overall, guys. So use a very small risk. Not I want to say I'm not anticipating the win here. Like I'm not actually anticipating the win. And if I'm wrong, we're going to be buying probably pretty hard all the way up, right? Which is means I'm right. So I don't mind losing to find my right trade. You see what I'm saying? As long as the batch, I put something in school community yesterday. Oops, I gotta update my card. That's crazy. I had fraud on my card like 2 weeks ago, and I just got my new card in. It's pretty cool. Let's see, right here. Who profited today? Last switch sanctions. Stop judging. Right here. Stop judging individual trades. Judge the result of a 20 trade batch. This removes the pressure to be right now. I think that's huge. So a lot of people, they just swing back and forth between, oh, I lost, but the strategy must not be working. You know, this reward is too great not to risk a little. Yes, exactly, Eddie. Scary. Yeah. A lot of FEG down there. Yeah. They're holding that carrot out there for you, Mark. Yeah, I'm in. Small risk, $300 or so. Just in case it wants to tank down to here, fill this and drop up. In fact, I'll put my take profit right there, which would be another 1 to almost 3 if it works. But again, there's so much bullish pressure happening right now. I think it's gonna. whatever's going to happen is going to happen quick. I don't think it's going to keep doing this slowness. I think it's either going to shoot down, grabs, fill this, and then start just freaking smashing up, or, you know. I'm not even paying attention. I don't even know what's going on. After the open flip on Paul Sachs. Hold on, let me see. Mark Montfrey. If I hit 1 to 10 in the sell block, nice start today. Beautiful job, bro. 1 to 10. Good job. 1 to 9 risk reward. This trade was called yesterday during the live mentorship training. I do not trade the U.S. Open, so I did not take it. But for those who trade the U.S. Open, they could have got a nice 1 to 3. Beautiful. 1 to 9. Man, every day Mark's like, hey, I got another. Hey, I got another. There's a 1 to 12 right here. Crazy. You could hear my music, huh? Interesting. It's literally muted. That's crazy. How about now? Thanks for that. I don't know if this is copyright or not. Hopefully it isn't. Some old blues. Sometimes I have some blues in the background like that. Is that better? Can you hear it still? Or if we lose this, good chance it's going to start pushing, but or it might wick us out. Look for another entry down. I'd rather just buy the rest of the day. I do one DCA. I just don't love the trade personally. But with that said, I could probably get out of it. Let's see. Trade limit. Put it right there. If it hits. Pretty uneventful news, right? You could hear it again. How's it possible? It's like a ghost in my computer. Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good though. All right, I found another one. There's another source. Thank you for sharing that. Hello. Yep. I need to be understood. I'm not even hearing the lyrics, just so we're clear. Just so I don't even know what they're talking about. Just sounds good in the background for my ears. Uh, I'm to that point again where guys like it's kind of pointless to go members only until like there's some volume. So as soon as the volume starts kicking up, I'll switch over to members only, if that even happens today. Otherwise, it's like a lot of extra work that's not needed. You know what I mean? Melt. Crazy slow movement for like for a news event and all that. Was it red flag? They were split. Get the submarine out. What's wrong with freaking mouse right now? Crazy. Let's use my phone. All right, we're dropping. Nice and slow. VWAP's like right around this area, I think. Yep. Should at least fill this, you'd think. See you later, Paul. I mean, I'd love for it to fill this right here. There's really no reason for it to stop other than a VWAP line. I mean, you see it goes through VWAP. I mean, it'll reject, but it does go through it. Let's move that VWAP out of here. I don't want to look at it. Aiden, there's my son. How you doing, buddy? Aiden Beckett, 8771. All right, all right, let's get this blues getting a little too bluesy for me. All right, get out of here. Some of that. Nice, Patrick. Good job, buddy. Melt. That how I set up my break-even method? No. All right, Eddie. Rid of that now. About to take profits myself. I just took profits 647. Yeah. Let's change up the turning. I gotta add another strategy. So I'll be waiting for a buy here in a second. A minute. Lock. Rejection. I don't know. So did you have at least a 1-to-1? At least room for a 1-to-1 to the next zone. There we go. All right, guys, super important. Yes, 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 I think. So my next zone was right here. So it was at least a 1-to-1. I got out right there. So let me take that. Green shot. Come on. Should have had one more question in there. Let me edit that. Hold on. I'll make it a B setup then. It wasn't. So yeah, it's a B now. Oops. Ah. Wow. Still waiting. Tree price 2501. 2501.5. 501.5. Take profit 24934. 34.5. Wait, I did that wrong. 250. Was hesitant a little because of bullish pressure and going against overall trend. And screenshot. So there was fair value gaps below. It was a nice pullback. I felt like they needed to mitigate it, but I was pretty hesitant because it was bullish overall. It was heading to the 1 hour order block above. So I just went for it and counter trend traded and basically took like a 1 to 1.5 or something like that. But I took this out of a 5-minute block rejection with a 1-minute fair value gap close. Nice job, this Gold House. Current balance on that account is actually 3490.5. 3490 point. Oops. 5. There we go. See if search works yet. I just reorganized all the areas, so I don't know where everything is yet. It's not a wrong count. You're crushing it with the current balance of 153. You're probably got your progress exactly 38.8%. Is fantastic. Keep that 4,500 drawdown. 2 trades. All right, cool. All right, we're in. Challenges, beautiful. I took profits. Awesome. The better the data you give yourself journaling, especially with AI, the better it's going to be for you in the future. Trust me. It's all about data. Let me ask you guys something. If nobody could see your results, would you still trade the same way? Took 2 trades a day. Killed both of them, guys. Good job. The original one, geez. The original one went 1 to 17. See that? That was just at 120, so that was an hour and 20 minutes. 1 to 17. Could take a stab at this. Closes above that. I think it's time. Maybe. It could still drop, but just very little volume today overall. It's another small risk trade here. Been liking these 330 something dollar trades. Like guys, what is that on a 150K account? Is that 0.25 or something like that? Yeah. It's literally 0.22. I'm literally risking 0.22%. And we did 2,100 a day on this account. Like what? No stress, no worry. I mean, yes, maybe there's like no volume, so like I'm just chilling out here. There's only a 2-second delay according to what I'm looking at here. There's just no action. We took 2 trades before like basically the call. It was like right up in here. Just no action happening. Once it starts moving, then maybe I'll jump on. Maybe I'll jump on at 3:30, do the end of day or something, do something crazy. But we need to see something happen. I had 4 break evens and just 1 to 8, 2,000 trade. That's great, Alan. Good job, Alan. Dude, you're man, you're doing so well for being in it 3 months, bro. Even more reason to get in here. We created a little lower low. I'd like to see this fill, then break up. That'd be cool. Your heart is 200 beats per minute, man. What's mine? That'll be interesting to see, huh? I mean, right now it's not high, but it never actually raises ever. I actually think I'm dead half the time. I have a whole thing of coffee in me, Trenta, and I'm 63. I don't know if you can see this. Probably dying slowly. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Whatever. I don't care. We should hook each other up to like heart monitors, and like every time your heart races, it's like okay, time to go walk. That's interesting. Like the trade heart monitor starts shooting up, and you have to get out of the room. Or that could be a way you gauge like the risk. Yeah, heart rate. Just hook up your heart rate. Hook up your Apple Watch. That's super interesting. Holy cow. What's up, Christine? So I want to see what this says. Perfect 2-0 day. P&L of 2259.50 has advanced your account balance to 153 490.50 each trade. The Pulse X trade out. Oh, why'd you reset? Why'd you reset? That was dumb. I was really enjoying that. Okay. Pulse X trade 5-minute block rejection, staying disciplined to the plan. The excellent performance brings you closer to your 159,000 target from your current 153 495 490.5 balance. Keep the focus sharp. Beautiful. You held your breath. I gotta get the search over on the right. I sworn I had this done. There we go. So all accounts now, or just this account. So I could search, and then you could search date range. You could select all accounts or check. I'm gonna do just this, and with voice notes, which I did. There's the two. Here's the images of each. Competitions. All right, wait, no. I'll be able to have actual competitions in here. You hook up your TradeAvate account, and I'll be able to do prizes, and you guys can do private ones. It's gonna be sick. Yeah. And yes, wall updates. Push button notifications. You'll be able to have friends in here. Comment. Tag. The first ever celebrating each other's wins, staying disciplined, pushing each other. Just past 50K, let's go. Alan, my buddy. I remember when you first asked me, what are the chances I'll pass the challenge in 30 days? And you've been with me for like 2 weeks. And now you got like, how many have you passed now officially? Just curious. It's waiting for the buys now. No, I don't care about if it's selling right now. When I see this, I'm just saying, okay, cool. It's building liquidity upside, and we're finishing taking liquidity here. I already grabbed so much out of this area. It's crazy. Are you also referring to those in Discord or those watching your stream? I don't know what you mean that. I don't even use my Discord, honestly. The reason I don't use Discord is there's too many scammers on there. My son literally lost his Telegram account, and it's hooked to his phone number, and they won't let him have it. All right, we got another FEG here. All FEGs filled. Almost, yeah, all FEGs filled. That's good news. So we can move this over here. There's a tiny one right here. 3-minute. Man, I think this buy will be great when it actually happens. Let's see. When you said about the guy who was in for 2 weeks with you. Oh, Alan. So he bought my one-on-one program for 30 days. He's been in with me for 2 weeks and he is passed. How many of you passed, Alan? Total? What's your total passed accounts? Yeah, Paul, it sucks, man. He has to literally use a fake number, like to get another account, to get back into the coaching folders. This took my monitor off, worked out before joining. Maybe I should leave it on during trading session. I will say walking helps and working out for sure. All right, we have an FEG here. We're hitting the block. FEG, perfect setup potential here. Perfect. Remember, one of these are going to fail. It's part of the whole check your whole 20 trade batch situation, right? Plus all the one. Paul, now it makes sense what you're saying. Okay. I can get you I can probably set that back up actually. Hold on. I could probably allow you to see past and then re-add you. My Telegram's not working. What the crap, dude? Quit. Jeez. Manage group. Crap. I'm not the freaking admin of your account. Hmm. I'm going to export all the history of your thing and make a new folder. How about that? There we go. I'm going to be entering this, guys, when this closes. Might go a little heavier since it's out of a 1 hour block. Yeah. Try 11. Well, that's moving. So adjust. 20 seconds, I think. It'd be nice to see this break first, but I'll get in early because it filled his gaps and I think overall should buy. Be easy on the risk, guys, especially if you're unfunded. Maybe just stay low. There we go. 1,000. So we have if this goes up just to this liquidity, that would be $5,000 right here. Good risk to take. It could go lower though. I really want to see it get past here. It gets past here, we're good. Could go lower. Just know what your risk is, guys. Buy limit in. I do think it'll start going up soon anyways, if this isn't it. We might take 2 or 3 stabs at it. Are you buying on close or retest? We hit a 1 hour block and I closed above a 3-minute fair value gap, and I'm just going for it. I'm not buying it. All right, we filled this FEG that was forming, or that was formed. We filled it, so hopefully it pushes off of that. My goal this month is to pass CBT and Apex Challenge. Beautiful. Let me ask you guys something. If I looked at your last 10 trades, would I see consistency? Like with the mentorship students, the first couple weeks, we're basically teaching the setup and then going over risk management and stuff. Then they start showing me their live trades. And that's a reminder to those who aren't doing that. I need to see your live trades, both losses and wins. Now, if you hold some back, that's your own fault. You know what I mean? Like if you're not trade journaling and you don't even show me what you're trading, how am I supposed to see it? You know what I mean? To help you. You know, I want to be able to help you. So like if I were to look at your last 10, would I see consistency? That's what I want to know. Like I'm not over here like taking some extra trades over here. Also, what do you consider yourself outcome focused or process focused? Because as soon as you could switch to process, like the system becomes systematic, then the outcome happens anyways, right? That you would like. So you don't have to be an outcome focused person. You know, like the whole drawing up your dream board, you know, and all that kind of stuff with your Lambo and all that stuff. that works in like the business space and all that, but really in trading, it's just not that important. It's important to know why you're doing it. For me, it was I have a family. I have five. I want to say kids. They'll always be my kids. With five teens and my wife and my five dogs, and like they all depend on me being able to trade good. You know, so that makes staying consistent with a system very easy for me because then I'm dependent on the system. I'm not dependent on my emotions and my bad habits and how I feel that day. You know what I mean? If you focus on the process, you do the switch. You're focusing on the process, and then you're analyzing every 20 trades of batches. Now you can't. This thing that I said right here, by the way, where was that? This thing that I said right here. Stop judging individual trades. Judge the result of 20 trade batch. This removes the pressure to be right. To be right now. This doesn't work if you're taking 20 different types of trades. See what I'm saying? It has to be one or two types of trades that max, like one if you're not consistent yet. Just focus on one. And you're like, well, but during the time that I'm on right now, there's not that setup happening, so I need to check the other. No, that just means you're out of the market. Congratulations. That's a good thing. You're actually saving money, most likely. It's not like you clock in at your job and like, okay, it's time to work, and then you make money. Not in trading. That's just not how it works. You're paid to be patient. You're paid to follow your process. This should be as easy as McDonald's. Like, you know, they train the 15-year-olds on their process systematically to create burgers and stuff. I don't eat there or anything, but are we getting tagged in maybe on the DCA? Let's see. I did it. All right, we're tagged in, and if it stops me out, we'll just wait for the next one. I'm only going to take one stab at that. Then I'm going to wait for a break just to be careful. So if this goes to negative 100, let's move my entry down to here, by the way. This goes to like negative 100, which I don't think it will, the way it's looking. Could. Then I'm going to get out. Actually, I'll do this. I'll show you what I'll do. If it fills to there, it's break even. Right here. Let's do it there. Just in case it smashes up real quick. This works about 80% of the time. Gets me out of a bad trade. Then I gotta journal this. Right now it's filling this, which is not good looking for me. It's probably gonna lose. Look at that melt. How many of you have actual written rules put on your desk? Maybe printed out, written. Oh, that happens too. I've had it where like, yeah, I've had rockets hit 200 points on a DCA like instantly. That's always exciting. It's just a bonus. You do this over and over and over again, eventually that will happen for you. You know, you'll get these little bonuses. Like this is all part of the calculation. Why did I risk more on this trade? Because I'm wanting my rules. My rules are I want to go heavy going towards the 1 hour block that hasn't been hit yet. And I want to go less. So my A plus setups are this way. My B setups are down. My B and C are down. Really, I try to avoid C. So like my B are down, right? Away from the 1 hour block. Now that we're hitting this 1 hour block again, I could look for A setups all the way up here, right? But I'd rather get out at break even or close if it gives me that opportunity. Now it just filled the rest of it, dude. There's no way. Is it going to work or not? I'd rather like get out at break even or close, which is anything under negative 100, negative 200 for me. Mainly like negative 100. I want to get out a little bit negative. And then call it break even and wait for proof of momentum the opposite direction. Alan's heart has now officially exploded, by the way. Let's ask this. Do you guys revenge trade or do you reset? And if you reset, what are ways that you reset? So if you like lose this right now, what are you going to do? You need to plan ahead. Like this obviously probably going to take me out the way it's acting, but are you going to like go take a walk or maybe you just are disciplined enough to wait for the next best setup? All right, tag me out. No problem. Let's look for the next best setup. So 1-2 lost 1 today, still up. I got to actually mark that up that I lost in my journal. All right. Revenge is your biggest issue? Yeah, so you should feel nothing right now if you just lost that. There's just make sure to click the live. It should be red. It's right next to the volume. It's literally almost instant. All right, I'm going to wait for a break now. But in the meantime, I'm going to set this up in my trade journal. Hold on. So 24,89475. Actually, I got to put this strat in. This is the main strat, so I don't really have to. Oops. Oh, wow. See what it's doing there. I got to figure that out. Uh, 1 hour, 3 minute FVG. Create, edit. Did it hit the 1 hour block? Did it close above a 3 minute FVG? Was it? Did it invert a 3 minute FVG? Was there a lot of liquidity above to take out, or to take out for take profit target? These are all questions I'd ask myself. All right. What's wrong with this one? There it goes. Trading dashboard. An hour, 5 block, and inverted 3 minute. Let's call it negative 1,000 for now. Entry price. I'm waiting for a break now, guys. I gotta wait. Gotta let it slow down. Halt. So entry was at 24,896. 24,896. Exit was 24,859. 24,859. Didn't love it as it was very bearish, but went for it anyways. Screenshot. Oops. Yeah, I'll take that. It's fine. This trade came down to a 1 hour block after going overall trend up. It was just bearish for the last hour or so. Really was strong bearish. I probably should have waited for a break of structure, but took a 3-minute inverted fair value gap out of a 1 hour block as I expected to go up to the next 1 hour block. Got us hop. See ya, Christina. So today's trades. Oh, where's my loss? Interesting. Does it not show my losses? There it is. Did I not save my... Oh, there it is. Wait, what? Did I put it on the wrong one? Ah. I'll fix that. Yeah, kind of really slow, freaking boring day, guys. I'm hoping we get a push up. Actually, what I'm going to do for fun of this, I'm going to switch over to members only. If you guys want to finish out the day with me, usually I do it a lot earlier, but I think it's going to start pushing up. Go to solomontrading.com and join for 7 days for free to get your ticket, essentially. Right? I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Zoom for the next half an hour. Get a little more real time, and hopefully we can catch this buy together. Live members only, trading with Beckett. All right, putting it in there right now. Copy. I feel like we're gonna buy, and I want to save this for. I gotta update my card. That looks so bad. Members only live. Boom. There you go. And then I'm going to update it over here. Hit that link, guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. Members only live right now for the last trade of the day. All right, guys, last chance. Hit the QR code or go to thesolomontrading.com and join for a 7-day trial. I do this usually 2 hours a day if the market's really good. 2 hours a day from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or so. Go ahead and hit that link, and I will see you guys on the private one-on-one Zoom. All right. God bless. Take care. Back it out.